you need tonight. A little something to whet your appetite, and it's gonna make you feel alright. Sweet Gravy and Carmen Kirk, check them out as they go to work. Congratulations on your new podcast. Now open up a can of whoop ass and blast, blast, blast. This is Angelo. And I hope you like this show. Wow. Wow, yeah.
Ooh, Carmen, welcome back to another episode of Sweet Gravy. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm happy to see you.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's been a long time since you've been on.
No, it hasn't.
You don't think so?
No, I've been here a few times.
You've been here a couple times. Yeah, haven't had enough of it yet?
No, I don't think so. I'm a talker. I like to talk.
You like to talk.
Mm-hmm.
You're a talker. You know, it's funny the way that the people like to express themselves. Some people like to express themselves in the motion of dance, Carmen.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the funniest videos I've seen in a long time was these people, they were at a wedding. It was one of those shorts on the YouTubes or the
Facebooks
or the Instas, any of those. I think the TikToks, I think they all like go from each one. So they,
Yeah.
but it's these people, they're dancing. It looks to be at a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And then the music, Little John, he goes, "Turn down for what?" You know how that song goes.
Yeah, I saw the
And he
video.
goes, "Turn down for what?" And then the music goes, and this guy, he's like really into it.
Yeah, he
and
started
then-
getting crazy. He was ready for it.
And then ABBA's Dancing Queen comes on. It's like, "It's your dancing queen."
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at the guy, and the guy looks like the groom
Mm-hmm.
of the wedding, and like the camera's on him, and everybody's looking at the guy, so they knew it was gonna happen to him.
Mm-hmm. Because
You know?
they saw how wild he was already getting. He was worked
Going
up.
crazy, Carmen. He loved
He
it.
was like, I'm enjoying this wedding right now.
And he just looks at that DJ booth, and he's
Because
just
he
like,
feels so, it's like he just fucked up his whole night.
Uh-huh.
And then it went viral on top of that.
Now everybody else gets to see him
And laugh
get
at him.
duped. And it reminds me of a situation on Catalina. They would have every October, I believe, around that time, they would have the Micro Brew Fest, where you could go to two harbors in Catalina, and there would be like 20 different breweries there, and you could get your little samples. And
Mm-hmm.
then in Two Harbors, there's like a restaurant and then
Mhm.
a general store,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Like, there's like not really, like, there's campground.
Right, but they
Yeah.
got the brew fest there, so then it makes it
Yeah.
worth it.
And there was a DJ man after the Brewfest,
Mm-hmm.
the restaurant, and me and Haley and I, we started dancing. We started dancing at this DJ man. He was playing horrible music, but we were out there. We were sporting a good time, and then some other people came. Once you're the first ones out there, other people will join. They'll
Yeah,
be like, "Look
definitely.
how
Every
much
single
fun!
time.
Look how much fun they're having."
Yeah, let me go get
I
in on
want to
this.
get kind of one of those fun. And we basically turned the whole situation around for that little DJ man, Carmen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kept requesting songs, and this always happens. Maybe I don't have the best song selection, but he wouldn't play any of the songs that I wanted him to play.
Yeah, I think that your selection of music, you have good music, but
Maybe it doesn't fit the party
No.
vibe of that.
No,
It fits
no.
my energy level,
right, but it
but
doesn't
not so
fit
much anybody
everybody's.
else. They'd be like, "Yeah, this has
Yeah,
got a nice
thanks.
beat," but I've
Let's-
never heard the song before, so I don't
Yeah, I
really
don't
know
want to listen to
how I'm
this.
supposed to arrange my body to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so I yelled out, "Kill the DJ!"
Mm-hmm.
And we're Haley, and I feel like that man, that was his kill the DJ moment.
Mm-hmm.
Kill the DJ. Yeah, good
See,
times.
you can't even do that now.
No,
You get arrested.
yeah, they wouldn't like that today.
Throw you in jail. screaming kill the DJ. It's like, no, people really do be killing DJs. You can't be saying that out loud.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's funny. But we've done that before. I've done that once actually.
Yelled
Went
out,
to,
kill the DJ?
No, I don't behave like that in
Oh.
public. I don't scream at the DJ.
Why not? He's not doing his job.
He's not doing the job you think he should be doing.
No.
He we went to a party, and the bunch of people at the party, we were younger too, we were kids. We were at, like, Detroit has a bunch of different halls where people rent out for little parties and stuff, and especially in the neighborhood we grew up in, it was like a few of them in the neighborhood, and one of the closest ones, they had this little kids party, and we go to the party. It's like me, my sister, and one of her friends, and I go on the dance floor, and I wasn't in the middle of the dance floor. I was on the wall.
Mhm.
And Latrice, we were all on the wall, but I was dancing with this boy, and not too much, just a little bit dancing.
Mhm.
And then the lady at the party, because she noticed none of the kids are dancing on the dance floor. They're
Right.
all just standing around, like, not knowing what to do.
Right.
So we're dancing a little bit, and then she comes and grabs our arm and move us to the middle of the dance floor.
Mhm.
Next thing you know, the whole party was lit. Everybody was dancing
lit,
at that
fam.
point. Yeah, it got crazy after that. But it just took like a few of us
Right.
for the lady to be like, perfect, they're over there dancing. Why don't you guys come over to the middle
Yeah.
right here? And then
Go over
next
there
thing you
too.
know, everybody just joined in. By the time we left, that place was getting crazy.
Mhm.
I was like, we should be so proud of ourselves. Look what we did to this party.
Mhm.
It's awesome. And I'm not typically that person that'll do it. I guess if I walk into a party and it's already popping, I'll get in there. I dance. I like to dance. I'll go in a party and have a good time. But if I go to a party and everybody's standing around,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be that one person that goes out there and tries to get the party started. That
Right.
just happened to happen one time,
Yeah.
and it was pretty cool. But
There's a episode of Seinfeld where Elaine tries to get the party going, and she starts dancing, and she's got
Mhm.
this weird dance move where she kicks and her thumbs go out,
mhm,
and she like looks like a crazy person.
mhm.
And then everybody in the office like imitates her dancing like behind her back, and they make
Mhm.
fun of, oh, that's great. You don't want to end up like that person,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
The little
Everybody
kicks.
looking at. No, you definitely don't want to end up like that person. The person that dances and everybody's talking about them.
Mm-hmm.
There was so when we did the one of our events that we did last quarter in my events management class, we had a yacht, a boat cruise, and a bunch of people signed up, and we hosted the boat cruise. So the people who were over the project, it was 4 people who that was their specific project, and then all the rest of us were assisting them, the leads. And so one of the girls that's a lead, she's this little tiny girl, and she was like, she's trying to get a good grade. So she's like on the boat dancing, and she's trying to get everybody to join in. She can't, like, her dancing is so horrible. She's just like jittering around, like shaking around like a toy. It's just like popping around everywhere. And it's just like, even her boyfriend was looking like, damn,
Not
like,
here.
I don't even, like, not here. But all these people, she ain't have no fucking shame in her game. She danced the entire time. She like, I got to get a good grade.
For her.
Huh?
Good for her.
Good for her, but I
Yeah.
can't get the image out of my head at this
Oh.
point. I ain't never seen something that bad. Like, she danced worse than you do.
I dance pretty good. I'm a pretty good dancer, Carmen.
Oh, my God.
In fact, I remember we were at the tavern sometime, and the lady working there said I was a good dancer.
Yeah, what does she want?
Huh? What do you mean? What does she want?
What does she want?
She doesn't want anything.
She wanted something.
She wanted the world to know that I'm a good dancer, Carmen.
That don't make sense.
Why?
She wanted something else.
What?
You.
No. Why would
Why else would she tell you that?
she didn't tell me that. She told the people.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That seems a little bit odd to me.
You know, I've got a certain set of moves. Robert Ortega of the Different Beast podcast,
Mm-hmm.
he would say that I've got 3 dance moves, but if I'm wearing a jacket, I've got 5.
It's not that. I mean, everybody dance. You just move your body to the beat. But the thing I noticed with you and with that girl on a boat is you guys move faster, like 3 times faster than the beat, and that's what throws everything off. I think
No.
it's like you gotta slow down. You just get that music in your body and you get to going. But it's
You
super
don't know
cute.
what beat we're going on, Carmen.
I know. You're not going on the one everybody else
It's a
here.
4/4 time, Carmen. That means that there's 4 beats in there for every measure. That's 4 moves. You got to fit in the measure, Carmen.
But you gotta.
You don't know
listen
how
to the
music
beat
works.
that everybody else is hearing.
No, but they're wrong, Carmen. They're wrong.
It's funny. No, you're cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dancing is good. I think that dancing is a good time. Sometimes you just gotta dance it out.
Right.
Sometimes you just get in one of those moods. I have days where I'm here, and sometimes I just gotta get my dance on.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time you're not here,
Yeah.
and I just gotta dance it out.
Yeah. I hear you in the bathroom humming.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I got that song with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper stuck in my head right now.
What's it called?
I can't think of the name of the song,
How's
but
it
it's
go?
the one they. No, I'm not doing
How's it
that.
go?
No, don't do me like that.
What?
It's the one from the movie they did together.
Yeah. Born a star?
Yeah,
Born to be a star? Born a star?
Born
Rising
to be
Star?
or something like that.
No,
I mean, I
never
think
saw it.
I think it's only one movie they did together, and it's only
Yeah.
one song associated.
Yeah, because it's a music movie.
Right.
Right.
But the song on that is I love Lady Gaga
Mhm.
and her voice. I don't know why, but I'm pretty into Lady Gaga when she comes out with stuff. I just watched a performance by her that was.
Are you
She
gonna
did
watch
a
the
scat
new
performance actually.
scat doo doo?
A scat performance, singing scat.
Oh, like goo goo boo bop bop.
Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah.
And that's interesting to me. People who can like do that stuff, I guess. Man, I wish I was a good singer. I wish I had some damn talent that was something I could turn into money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like cooking, I don't think that. Yeah, whatever you call it, a talent is money. It ain't money like that. Like if you had a great voice and you were a great singer and you can go make millions.
Right.
Some people are born with that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have to train their voices, but some people are born naturally knowing how to do stuff.
Right.
And I didn't get none of those things.
You got to cultivate it, Carmen.
You got to just come up
You
with
might
it.
have the talent, but you also have to have the work ethic to keep it.
That's true, but if you ain't got the talent, it don't matter. If
Yeah.
you can't sing, you can
Look
keep
at-
trying, keep
Look
trying.
at James Brown.
Yeah, but that's a different
Look-
time too.
look at
And at
James
least he
Brown.
can move his feet.
He was just moving his feet. That's all he was doing. That's what
Man,
he
he
got
had a personality out of this world. as
He
well
wanted
go
to
with it.
be this great like crooner and singer man, but he just wasn't that good.
Right.
So he just had to stomp around.
Yeah.
He'd go, real quick.
But I mean, I wonder, was he a writer?
Did he write his own music?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, if he was a good writer, that's a way in. If you a songwriter and you say, if you could write music and compose music, and then you say, you know what, I want to jump in there and try it myself, and I want to put something together for myself. Like, that makes sense. When you don't know how to do any of that, and you can't sing, and you can't dance around like that, it's like, okay, you got to choose something else to do.
Right.
Like,
But what about where we've watched a couple episodes of Lizzo's Look Out for the Big Girls, where Lizzo, the flute girl,
she's a rapper, singer. She played a
flautist,
flutist,
flautist.
flutist. I don't know. Whatever them shits are.
And she's got a reality show for her backup dancer. I think they're only like giving up one spot, but one girl already got it. But those you're looking at those girls dance like
No, they're gonna take more than one spot, but they only did 10. Only 10 girls could get in the house,
Get
and
in
it
the
was
house.
13 girls.
Right.
She allowed 2 girls. She told 2 girls that they didn't make it. They had to go home. And the one girl, she said, "Girl, you don't need to go through boot camp. You ready to go right on stage."
I'll take you right now.
So I don't know if she's picking 5 or she's probably picking more than one, but because the one spot already gone, what would be the point of the show at that
Right.
point?
I don't
But
know.
yeah, it's all these. I don't know. That's what I told Kirk. Like, I don't know if I would want to be a part of a show like Big Girl Show. Like, hey, you're a part of the Fat Girl Show. Like, I get it. Some people embrace it. Like, I'm big and I'm beautiful, but nobody wants to be that. Like, no, like you want to get healthier if you can. Like, I need to lose some weight right now, and I'm not like embracing it.
Right.
Like, nah, I'm just gonna embrace it. No, I need to lose some weight. It's
Right.
that simple.
But what about the people that are like,
If you can't lose the weight, that's when you can be proud of it. If you like have a health problem where it's like impossible or very difficult for you, I can understand that. I think some people are naturally big people, understand that. But if like one of the girls that we saw on there, she was small at like really small at some point.
yeah,
And then she was huge. So
Yeah.
it's like that's from no self control. Like whatever changes
they
happen
had
with your
footage
body,
of her when she was 18 as a college dancer.
and it's like, okay, girl, so you did something different. Now, mind you, as you get older, your body changes, hormones, all that stuff like changes. But at that point, you have to buckle down and change the way you eat and start working out and like.
What about the people that are like, Adele? She looks so good right now. She lost all that weight. Adele, she looked good. And then the people are like, she was beautiful before too. Like,
I mean, she wasn't
the people
ugly.
the people that get upset because people are congratulating her on the weight loss. Like,
Well, a lot of the weight loss is one thing. A lot of more things came along with that. Like, girl, when you put them hairstyles in with them knots in your head and you walking around, she's like, yeah, I'm embracing my Jamaican boyfriend's culture. They're like, so she didn't got skinny and then she got a black hairstyle. Like what? Like all that combined, they're like, we liked Adele when she was just a nice big girl singing those nice ballads.
Right.
Then now she's doing weird stuff. People don't like change.
no.
So they're used to seeing her like that. Who else went from that to that? It's a lot of people who went like that, and their career has suffered from it. Who else was it? Jonah Hill's another one.
Well, Jonah,
Not necessarily his career suffered, but he's not as funny because his weight.
well, he doesn't want to be funny. He wants to be taken serious.
I know, but
That's the problem is that he
did all the movies as a fat funny guy, and now he wants to switch over to skinny serious. Like you stressing people out because people don't like change.
right, and he looks weird. He dresses weird. He does his hair weird now. I don't know.
Lavelle Crawford, the comedian.
Yeah.
Like you remember when we watched
Two
him?
chops to the throat.
He was like
Two chops.
500-600 pounds,
Uh-huh.
and now he's like 2-something. He looks. I mean, he's older. He needed to lose the weight for health purposes to still be alive.
Yeah.
But now, like,
He looked like not to be
He
mean,
looks like-
but he looked like a building.
right,
Like his suit, because he wore suits,
right,
and they were gigantic. It looked like a billboard.
yeah.
Yeah.
He looked huge. But because he was that size,
Mm-hmm.
when he would make faces and make certain movements,
Yeah.
it made that shit more funnier.
Right.
Now when
He has a
does-
very expressive face.
Yeah, and then he had like that 4 chins on top of that, so that his
Yeah,
chins would
whenever-
shake and everything when he made like jokes.
Yeah.
And this shit was so fucking funny. But now that he's lost weight, it's like he walk out on stage. It's just not the same. Like, because people are used to him being a certain weight.
Mhm.
I don't know. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, the water went by quick.
You want some more?
No, I'm okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's interesting. I feel like people put their lives on TV for everybody to judge, and if you decide to step into that way of living, you got to know what comes with it.
Sure.
So I'll bring up this story, even though I know you're tired of talking about it. But a new update on the Tasha K and Cardi B situation. I don't get mad. So Tasha K is supposed to be paying Cardi B almost $4 million for
Because
defamation.
She said that she had herpes
And that her baby daddy wasn't even her baby's father, and all these things. So now the judge just ordered her to take down all the posts that she posted, all the defamation posts about Cardi B, and she had 5 days to take it down. Well, she said she's taking it to the Supreme Court, and she's gonna keep fighting it. So she's not taking anything down. And they're like, well, they're just gonna throw her in jail and then make her pay a $50,000 fine for directly disobeying what the judge asked her to do. So on top of owing the $4 million, you about to owe more in court fees. Like, they're gonna bury this lady, and she is not backing down. It's like, at what point do you just take the loss?
Never, Carmen.
I don't understand
Never.
people like that. Like, you have lost.
She's
The
standing for her belief of making things up and talking about poor, sweet, innocent Cardi B.
Nobody's saying you can't say other things. You can say, "Oh, I think she's ugly," or you
Just
can
don't say the made up stuff.
Yeah, you can't just make up stories and put them out there. And she's like, "I don't make up stories. I just listen to what other people say and put it on there." Okay, well, they're making up stories and you're posting them. So you're the one who got all the views. That's why you got in trouble.
Right.
And she didn't only lose the battle, she's lost the fucking war. And she just continues to like be resistant against it. It's like, you just gotta give up at this point, girl. And she's like, "I ain't got the money." So you don't got the money and you just gonna continue stacking up bills? Like, some people are just a glutton for punishment. I don't know. It's weird to me.
Yeah.
I tell you that all the time.
It's weird to me.
No, you're a glutton for punishment.
Me?
Yeah.
Because I like spicy food?
Yeah.
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 But I'll tell you, so we went to a crab place, like
Yeah.
a crab boil, would you call that?
It's called the Shaking Crab, and they do seafood boils.
Yeah, seafood boil
Yeah.
place, and
There's a lot
we got the mild seasoning,
mild Cajun seasoning.
mild Cajun, and I didn't put any hotness.
Yeah. Did you want it spicier than that?
It would have been a lot better if it was.
I couldn't take it, but that's
tasted,
a lot of food.
It tasted really bland.
Kirk, that's a lot of food.
It was really bland.
Because you want to have, see, that's your problem.
Gotta
You
get
need
it
to have too much spice on it, Kirk. You got to stop with the spice. Like, we've spoke about this a while ago on a podcast that, and I just wanted to make sure that it's recorded for everyone to hear. But Kirk eats spicy food a lot. And I looked it up, and they say spicy foods do make you hotter. It raises your body temperature.
Right.
Okay, Kirk is always hot. It's to the point where, like, at night you'll be laying there and, like, I'll go to touch you or you'll touch my arm and I'm like, oh my God, like, it's burning my skin. You're so hot.
Right.
I don't understand how you're living like that.
It's my burden.
I know.
Yeah.
But it could be, I don't know. I don't know if you stop all spicy foods altogether, if the hotness will go away.
Of course it would, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
What's the point of living? You know, there's a man that said, you know, you could live to be 100 if you give up all the things that make you want to live to be 100.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Although I did know.
I mean, you grow out of some stuff as you get older.
Sure.
Yeah, so maybe you'll grow out of it.
Out of the spiciness?
Yeah, like maybe at 60, you're not going to be fucking putting a bunch of...
No, you put more in
Buffalo
because you can't
Cholula.
taste it as well.
You finished
You
off
double
that
it.
whole damn bottle of
It's in the
Buffalo
refrigerator.
Cholula. I'm just saying.
It's Cholula wing sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. I just want to say it because Kirk's going to spontaneously bust one day and then they're going to be looking at me and say I did something. And
I
I'm going to
think
say, no, I did not.
I think it was time for me to use the Cholula wing sauce because those wings I made, the tequila wings, that was months ago. So it was time for the sauce to go.
Yeah, you made those tequila spicy wings, and I thought they taste very good. I just don't like alcohol and food mixed together. Like, I don't know, it's just something in my brain that
There wasn't alcohol in it. It just marinated.
Right, but it tastes like tequila. I could taste the liquor, but they didn't taste bad at all.
No.
I mean, okay, you get that tequila chipotle tequila salsa that you like. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Chipotle to, yeah. You can taste the alcohol in it. That's why I don't eat it with you.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's but some people love that, like liquor and food and things like that. For me, I can't eat liquor. Like, it's weird for me to eat liquor.
Right.
Yeah, but it's
Unless
in
it's
some
Marsala.
right.
Right.
Yeah,
Then that's okay.
I could do Marsala.
Oh, okay.
A lot of things have wines in it.
Right.
But I'm talking about, like, when you go to put, like, bourbon in a sauce or something. Like, we make a lot of desserts and it'll be like bourbon glaze or bourbon whatever.
I made the Derby pie and you didn't really like it because it had the bourbon in it.
Well, a big part of, so don't get mad at me, but Kirk makes the best desserts ever. He is extremely talented with making desserts. It's very surprising because I didn't know that he was so good at making all these desserts, and he's impressed me a bunch of times with, especially how fast you made that damn ice cream and put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
I told the pastry chef at work what you did, and he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, because you guys are just making it for home. You're not." And I'm like, "Dude, he made the ice cream. It's perfect. It tastes great, and he made it in like 45 minutes." He's like, "Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did he do again?" He's like, "Shit, I need to start doing that."
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the stuff he makes has to hold up for the whole restaurant.
Right.
But I feel like your stuff is still in the freezer, and it might still be some good.
Right.
But I'm not a dessert person.
Mm-hmm.
I like my little soft serve ice cream with cherry topping on top,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much it. I'm
Right.
pretty simple. But other than that, I'm not a dessert person.
Okay.
You're the dessert person.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
What about it?
I'm not shitting on your desserts. It
Mhm.
ain't got nothing to do with that.
But I make these beautiful homemade things, and then you come home one day, and you got pre-made Pillsbury chocolate chip cookies. So you do get the taste for it every now and again.
I know, but they're still in the refrigerator. So they're gonna go in the garbage on Tuesday probably.
Mhm. Tuesday trash day.
Yeah, I think that sometimes I look at the amount of stuff we throw away, and then I look at also the food prices, because the food prices are ridiculous right now,
They're going so high.
and I throw away so much. It's like I
can't even afford to get wings now, Carmen.
We can't afford nothing right now, Kurt. We also waste a lot too, though.
Uh-huh.
I waste a lot. I'll
Right.
put that on myself.
Right.
But
Because we have rolls in the freezer, and then you got more rolls, and you got like 20 of them.
but
Why
there's
do you
only
get so many rolls,
because
Carmen?
bread is cheap. It's only $2.99 for
I
the
know,
bag
but
of
we don't
rolls.
need it though. So now we got 2 bags of rolls in the freezer.
And you know what? Those rolls, I tried one,
Mm-hmm.
garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw all those in the garbage too.
that's probably why they were 2 something.
Right.
That's okay.
Yeah. If you could donate food to like the pantries and stuff here, I wouldn't mind taking food down and like just giving it away.
I don't think they're taking rolls though.
They're not taking anything from individual people. If you're not connected to a organization, or you have to be signed up for the C4C or something like that, it's people caring for the community. Like they have programs you can sign up for, but you have to work at a place that has a license, a food handler's card, all that
Right.
stuff.
I actually tried to donate because I've got a bag of clothes in the trunk
Hmm.
of our car, and I actually went to the Goodwill to go drop it off.
Well, you just got a
Last
bag
weekend.
of clothes back there?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do with it?
I was gonna give it to Goodwill. Remember we went through all of our clothes and we said we're gonna donate these, donate that.
Yeah, well, I told you we couldn't.
We couldn't over here,
Right.
but Goodwill should take it. But then they were closed for donations.
Well, I knew that. Did you go to Portland?
No, I went to the one in Scarborough. But that's beside the point.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Why is it worse?
Because I thought it was maybe just here. I didn't know they were doing that like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sucks.
So now we just got clothes, like hanging out. What are we supposed to do with these clothes, Carmen?
Well, I don't know. Like, why wouldn't you take them? Like, I just don't understand. Like, I understand the COVID situation. You don't want to be taking anything in. You're not trying to spread nothing. I understand everybody trying to be safe. There's a code going on right now that people are starting to like get sick again. So I understand it, but at the same time, the people just walking around on the street with no damn shoes on, I don't think they fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, about catching COVID.
Right.
Like, they're walking around the street. There's so many people downtown that doesn't have shoes on, that's just walking down the street barefoot. It's like they can use whatever you give them. So maybe you gotta change the strategy and like just go downtown and just like throw shorts at people out the window. Hey, you need these shorts, and just like hand them out like that.
You on Robin Big, one of the episodes. You remember that show, Robin Big?
Of course.
And he had all these clothes that were brand new that were like given to him, and he was like, "What am I supposed to do with all this stuff?" He had like a garage full of clothes,
Yeah, yeah.
and he just would like give it out to people on the street,
Mhm.
and like, it was just a rush of people like taking clothes out of it. And it's like, oh, we got it all done,
Mhm.
and like people just grabbing the free stuff.
Yeah.
Like they may not fit. Rob Dyrdek's a little man.
Mhm.
Like I don't think a lot of people are gonna fit his clothes.
Yeah, but people like free.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. They'll deal with it later. But
And
they
it
got
was free,
something
so if I don't want it, I'll just throw it away. Because
Right.
it was free. It didn't cost me anything.
Well, I think that, yeah, people like free. I think that I recently just did that.
Mm-hmm.
It's this guy in a town, and he owns this little company, and right now he's in the marketing phase. He's just trying to get his name out there. So he's been like going around the town and different businesses and handing out his free hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
He's printed off all these hoodies with different little catchphrases on them, and he's
Right.
just handing them out to people with his like cards and everything,
Mm-hmm.
so people can buy more if they like the material. And I'm like, it's free, so I get it. And then it's too big for me, and it
Mhm.
doesn't fit you, so I'm probably not gonna be wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have it.
Yeah.
Now what?
You took
I took it because it was free.
right.
Yeah, and I like hoodies.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, this will be perfect, but that's the only size I could get.
Right.
So I got that size, and it's not too big, but it's
It's
too
just
big.
a little too big.
Yeah, but still, I don't like it that
It's a large.
right.
Right.
So I'm walking around now. I'm probably not gonna wear it, and I just got a free hoodie
Mm-hmm.
sitting here. It's unfortunate.
It's too bad. It's a shame.
So, I've been doing this hosting position at my internship
Right.
for school.
You see people.
I do the host position. So when people come in, I show them to their table. I bring their menus. I'm also answering like DoorDash and Uber Eats orders, as well as like the phone orders and questions on the phone and things like that.
The important
Yeah,
restaurant stuff.
I mean, all this,
Unlike what you're used to.
what, cooking?
Yeah.
That's the important stuff. People got to eat the food. But hosting is also very important. They are the first line of defense.
They are the face of the
They are.
company.
And they are the first line of defense. So
Right.
they are the ones who kind of make sure the restaurant in general runs smoothly. If you have a host that don't know what they're doing, it screws over everybody. And they keep on putting me up there. It's like, I know I have to do it for an internship, and like I get that I have to like do it and do my best at it.
Mm-hmm.
But it sucks doing something that you're not good at, that you've never done before, and like all eyes are on you, and like you're fucking up.
All eyes on me.
Yeah. So I was doing this position on Thursday, and I was just going down in flames. And then last Thursday, I went down in flames too.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going down in flames, Kirk. I'm like, people are on the phone calling. I'm on the phone.
That hosting's not as easy as you thought it was.
It's not fucking easy. I'm on the phone. Somebody else calling in on the line. I don't know how to put that on hold. I'm like, well, that person gonna just have to fucking call back. He gonna have to eat that one. So I'm talking to this person, and then people are walking in the door, and I'm supposed to see them, but I'm on a phone taking the order. I'm like, oh my fucking God. So at this point, people are just walking and seating themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just, oh, she's on the phone. So even though you know you're not supposed to do it, there's a sign that say wait to be seated, everything. People don't care.
That one.
Yeah,
I'm taking that seat.
I want that seat. And then another thing is, I go to show customers to their seats, and I have to pick the section of the server that has the lowest number, because we try to make it fair so they all have the same amount of people.
Right.
So if like one person has 2 tables, she has 1, give her the next table.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, I have to seat you in this area because that's her area. And they're like, well, we're not fucking sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want that seat. We want to sit there. Now I don't know what to do, because I have to, like, what I'm supposed to do, argue with these people?
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, so then I pick another spot for them to sit in, but it might not be in the right section.
Mm-hmm.
And then the server will say, hey, I'm supposed to be next. Well, I don't fucking know what I'm supposed to do in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
People are getting up, moving their entire table to another table without me noticing, and then I come back to seat somebody at the table they moved to, and then they're there, and then now,
And do you look at them?
yes, I do.
You look at them like,
Oh my God, like y'all know, and they're like, sorry. Yeah, you are sorry. Thanks a lot for fucking me over tonight, because I'm already not good at this, and then you guys are doing little tricky things that's making it worse. And it's too stressful dealing with people that closely. Like, people just do whatever they want, and I don't know like how to do better at it. I guess I'm not getting any better. Like,
one day you'll get there.
I'm hoping
this
that I'll be
hosting
done
thing.
with it before I
You'll
get
get
good at
this
it.
hosting thing down, Carmen.
Yeah.
What good is doing it if you don't learn how it's done?
Well, I'm trying to get better at it,
Right.
but
I
I'm gonna
believe in you.
I'm gonna
You'll
be
get there.
done with my internship before I get better at it.
Okay.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a weird one. I don't know. I'm not like I think hosting sucks, but I do appreciate the hosts a little better now. I
Mhm.
just thought they were lazy. Like, oh my god, she sucks.
They're just up there and they just
They
kinda
just-
they look at the seating chart.
Mm-hmm.
I know we had a friend that worked at I worked at a gym whenever I was younger, you know, in my late high school, early college days.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's a perfect job actually working at a gym at that age.
uh-huh. And one guy, whenever he left, the three of us that were friends that worked there, we all had to get real jobs at some point, right? Like we couldn't work at the gym anymore because we weren't making enough money.
Right.
And one guy, he became a host at
Mhm.
at an O'Charlie's. Have you ever heard of that?
No, not an
It's
old Charlie.
it's kind of like an Applebee's / Chili's, but it's like Irish food,
right.
Irish American food.
Right. Anything you put an O in front of.
Right.
Right.
And he was a host, and we were like, "Isn't that a girl's job?" Like how many
Yeah.
men hosts do you see at restaurants?
Typically young kids or sensitive men.
Mm-hmm. Well, he wasn't either one of those.
Like I know a guy host, but he's also he is a, what do you call it? He do like the, not Broadway, but like the plays and stuff.
Mhm.
You know how people be on stage doing those plays?
Yeah.
What do you call those people?
He does
They-
plays.
Yeah, I know
An
what you call
actor,
them. Something.
a
They're not-
singer.
Yeah, they
He's
do
into
all that
theatrics.
stuff. Yeah, he's a theater person.
Right.
And he's a host. And that makes sense because he knows how to cater to people and he
Right.
know, like, he's a showman, so he's like, he's talking to everybody. He's so for him that makes a lot of sense.
But
for,
you're at
like
a-
he's the best one I've ever seen do
You're
it.
at a little higher end of a place. This is not
True.
an O'Charlie's that you.
But
work
at that place, it would be a younger guy
Mhm.
because you put younger kids in those positions because they pick it up quick. But if you're like in your 20s, like once you start getting up in age, it's like, yeah, you need to be doing something harder instead
Right.
of standing here.
Right.
And typically they want nice looking girls to stand at the front.
Right.
So that's the first thing you see when you walk in. They don't want a boy standing there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
It's strange,
It is strange.
but it was okay.
Like, did he apply for host?
I don't know.
Or did they just put him in that position?
I don't know
That's
what
the
happened.
that's the better
She's
question.
like, I'm gonna be a host. That'll be my job
It's like,
because
hmm.
I feel like he would be a busboy before you'd be a host. If you're a boy, right?
Or a server.
Yeah, or a server.
If you're a nice looking guy, you could be a server.
But you gotta. That's something you have to learn.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think serving is the hardest thing to learn. I think it's more so you have to learn how to be around people. But if you're going to do hosting, you could do serving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, I don't know. Yeah, it's not typically a guy job, but
Mhm.
isn't it weird how in restaurants, like if you don't look a certain way and you're working in front of the house, a lot of places, especially higher end places, they'll say, you can't work here.
Mm-hmm.
You could be a busboy.
Yeah, we
But-
went to Boa in Santa Monica,
Right.
a steak place,
Yeah.
a steakhouse, Boa Steakhouse.
Beautiful steakhouse. I love it.
And our waitress was this tall, beautiful lady,
Blonde hair.
blonde hair, had this like evening gown. It wasn't even a
Mhm.
dress; it was like a
Yeah.
gown.
Yeah.
She like took our order, and then
Mm-hmm.
some little man came with their plate, and like she didn't even have to carry the plate, and she
Mhm.
just walked in and she said, "Here's your food," and the guy put it down. Like, how do you get that waiting job where you don't even have to carry the food?
You gotta
Like-
have
A gown.
well, you
You have to have a gown
you
first.
gotta have experience
Yeah.
because they want people in places like that where they're charging that much. They want people who has a reputation or has
Mhm.
worked at other places.
Right.
They don't typically.
But it's also
like
the image is a thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
That's the
look
number
the
one
part.
thing.
You gotta look the part too.
Yeah.
But so if you experienced and you look the part, you pretty much got the job.
Right.
And
We went to Bar Harbor. We went to this before we left. We went to a little place. I got a lobster roll, remember? And then that guy showed up, and he had his hat on, and his shirt was tucked in weird. I think it was tucked in the back, but not
The
in the
place
front.
where I got the what did I get? Did I get that
Got
clam?
clam something, and it was.
I got a clam pasta or something.
And it wasn't very good.
Oh yeah, that was so
It was like
bad.
just butter noodles with clams in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy's
Oh.
not working at Boa Steakhouse
No, he's not.
with his shirt tucked in the back, but not in the front.
No, that place should be ashamed of themselves anyway. It's like, come on, his shirt is dirty. He got holes in it. It's tucked in weird because he's probably hiding more holes. That's at the bottom of it. It's like, how long has he had this shirt, and why are you guys not
His shirt was so
saying
bad.
something about it?
Yeah, his shirt was so gross.
Oh my god, like I don't understand. Like that should be
And
hygiene.
we were about ready to leave to come here. It's a couple-hour drive,
Right.
So the place had just opened. Like we actually had to wait for it to open.
Right. And that's
So-
how he started.
And
the
he
day
started
off.
his day with the dirty shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have a kid that works with us. I won't say kid, he's an older guy, but he's on the spectrum. He's an autistic kid. And he comes in a few weeks ago and okay, so I see him walking down the damn street. And whatever, I'm like, "Oh, there he is. He's coming in for work, like on time like always. Like we love working with him." He comes in, he gets to the elevator, and I look over at him, and he has his apron on already tied up. And he just walked in the door. I said, where did the apron come from? You just walked in the door. He's like, "Oh, I bring it from home. I'll wash it." I was like, "Okay, go downstairs, take it off, and go get a new one. You need to have a new one every single day. Do not bring it from home, walk down the street in it, and then come in and think you're going to start working."
Right.
But, I mean, he doesn't know any better. And I bet you that guy at the place we were at, if somebody would have said, "Hey, you can't look like that," he wouldn't look like
He
that.
probably would have adjusted. Yeah.
But no one's saying anything.
Right.
It's like, man, that's how businesses close. And because all those little things add up. And then you get a reputation. And then people, like right now, we're never going back to that place ever again. The food was trash. The servers looked like trash. Like, But you would say I ordered the wrong thing.
You did. I was perfectly fine with my lobster roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I order the wrong thing. I just have
Right.
high expectations, and then I'm let down most of the time. Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yep. You done?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Sweet Gravy Podcast. If you have any questions or suggestions, please go to sweetgravypod@gmail.com. You can also check us out on YouTube and every other streaming platform.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye bye.